For those that have been on this platform for a long time, this will not be new to you. And if you're a Nigerian, this is also not going to be new to you. The clamor for breakup of Nigeria has been there for a long time. I mean, it led to a civil war that cost Nigerians a lot. Now, the Biafra War might have been gone, I mean, ended, but the remnant of it is still there. From the southeast to the southwest of Nigeria, there is this clamor to break up Nigeria. Only the northern part of Nigeria is not yet ready, or maybe they are comfortable with the way things are, or they have not gotten to that point to take hold of the bull by its horn. Now, a lady called Mrs. Onitiri, she used to be the okay, let's put it properly. She's called Mrs. Onitiri Abiola, and she was one of the wives of late MKO Abiola, a man that got elected. I mean, people voted for him, but he could not get there. He passed away mysteriously during the military rule. Now, we have Sunday Igboho on the other end. He lost a lot. Lives were lost on that day. The Nigerian government invaded his home because it started from the cattle herdsmen. I call them aliens because we don't even know who these people are, but we know that their brethren in the northern part of Nigeria opened the doors to whatever it is that is happening. They invaded Nigeria, and till today we are battling with kidnapping, banditry, and many other problems, a lot of it. So Sunday Igboho stood up and said enough is enough. And from the cattle herdsmen, it moved and transcended into breakup of Nigeria. I mean, it said Yoruba Nation must regain its identity. Now, we have a professor, Banji Akintoye, who is a learned, I mean, an elderly man, very much learned. He also joined Sunday Igboho on this, although they already had their own movement back then, but they made it more bigger. Onitiri on her own end was doing her own thing. She started with, I was on Yoruba Nation earlier, so don't think I am a stranger to this Yoruba Nation. She declared Yoruba Nation. That's the point. She declared Yoruba Nation, and she talked about reclaiming and announcing, reclaiming, occupying. A lot of these things were said. Well, Onitiri is not in Nigeria, so the DSS or the Nigerian Army or the government of today, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, cannot take hold of her. Now, back then, people said it is because someone from the northern part of Nigeria, particularly a minority, a Fulani man, a minority, they are not really, let's say they are Nigerians, but they became part of Nigeria after a while. Because Buhari was the president then. Is that the reason why people are clamoring for a break? Is that why Nnamdi Kanu wants a break? Is that why Sunday Igboho and many other people are, fronting this breakup? Is that the reason? Now, Sunday Igboho left Nigeria, went to Germany, where his kids are. He missed them, and he needs to put himself back. But all of a sudden, Onitiri popped out from somewhere, I don't know, and she made this declaration. She declared herself allegedly as the president of the new Yoruba Nation, and she stated that she has effectively reclaimed Yoruba land from the Nigerian state. And she gave this passionate speech. She announced that the territories comprising of the southwest of Nigeria are no longer under Nigerian jurisdiction. If Nigeria wants to continue as Nigeria, they can, but the southwest of Nigeria is no longer Nigeria. That they are not saying they want to put an end to Nigeria. Nigeria can exist for the benefit of the elites or whoever is interested in one Nigeria, and also for the British that brought together this Nigeria and called it Nigeria. She said they can as well do whatever they want. But something happened because certain individuals clothed in military regalia and other outfits, they are we going to use the word invaded? Anyway, they made their presence known. I don't want to use certain expressions. They made their presence known in Oyo State, the southwest of Nigeria, Oyo State Secretariat, and hell broke loose. Let us watch the speech of Onitiri and also what the police did and what they have to say, and we'll talk more.
People niwa, indigenous people niwa, sovereign people niwa, ethnic nationalists niwa, wípé ká kúrò nílẹ̀ Nigeria. A dẹ̀ ti kúrò ní November 2022. Ní èní tó jẹ́ ọjọ́ kejìlá oṣù kẹrin 2024. Ìyẹn jẹ́ April 12th 2024. Ìpè ní èní pé ká kúrò. Pé ayé sọlẹ̀ sórí ìsọmi tí ò rí. Pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ta sánmọ̀ bí ẹni taṣọ. Pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi dá ọ̀run méje lẹ̀ méje ayé àti ogun tó wà ní ẹ̀ pátápátá. Tó ní ohun òṣùpá ìràwọ̀ kó máa ṣe ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé, òkúta iyebíye kó máa ṣe ìmọ́lẹ̀ ìsàlẹ̀. Èmi Modúpẹ́ Onitiri Abíọ́lá, mo proclaim sovereignty Democratic Republic of the Yoruba ní èní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ kejìlá oṣù kẹrin 2024. Láti èní lọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọba tiẹ̀, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlú tiẹ̀, ó become newest nation in the world. Káàkiri àgbáyé Yorùbá ó dorílẹ̀-èdè, tẹ́nikẹ́ni ò takò, tẹ́nikẹ́ni ò sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Àṣẹ tọ́lọ́run fi dá ogun tó dá tó ní kó máa bẹ ó sì ń bẹ. Àṣẹ náà ọmọ Yorùbá ní èní Democratic Republic of the Yorùbá ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọba adélé, ó ní sovereignty ẹ̀, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ agbára ìjọba ẹ̀ láti èní lọ. Èmi Modúpẹ́ Onitiri Abíọ́lá, mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ọmọ Yorùbá, indigenous Yorùbá descent ni mí, ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí, opó olóògbé NKO Abíọ́lá ni mí, ọmọ Onítìrí Èkó ni mí, pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ń jẹ́ èmi ni, pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ń jẹ́ àìkú, pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ń jẹ́ àìrí, pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ń jẹ́ àìní ìpẹ̀kun, pẹ̀lú agbára tọ́lọ́run fi ń jẹ́ àìní òpin, pẹ̀lú agbára ìyìn ògo ọlá Ọlọ́run. Ní èní yìí mo proclaim ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, mo issue proclamation, notification, publication, annunciation, pronunciation, sovereignty Democratic Republic of the Yoruba. Láti èní lọ Democratic Republic of the Yoruba. Láti èní lọ Democratic Republic of the Yoruba. Ó di nation, ó ní sovereignty ẹ̀, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe ìjọba ẹ̀ láti èní lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí o, kò yí padà. Àwa sọ pé gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè káàkiri àgbáyé wípé kán mọ̀ wípé Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a new nation, newest nation in the world, number 55 in Africa. Our indigenous people, mo kí wa pé a kú oríire ọjọ́ òní nítorí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa, torí Ọlọ́run àánú ẹ̀ dúró títí nínú ayé wa, àárẹ̀ àánú gbà. A ṣe declaration níjọ́ Sunday, November 20, 2022. A ṣe reclamation níjọ́ Sunday, December 18, 2022. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú àánú Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú ìjẹ́kan Ọlọ́run. A ṣe proclamation ní èní Friday, April 12, 2024. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, ó ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ o, ìjọba adélé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, kò sí tó yí padà mọ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá ò bójú wẹ̀yìn mọ́, wájú ni, òkè là ń lọ lórí ilẹ̀ alààyè yìí pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run. A ti ní sovereignty wa, a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọba wa, Ọlọ́run ti ṣàánú fún wa, àti rí àánú gbà. Mo congratulate gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o, gbogbo indigenous Yorùbá people pátápátá IYP ti Democratic Republic of the Yorùbá. Mo kí wa, a kú oríire, Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa, àárẹ̀ àánú gbà. Ká máa ran Ọlọ́run nígbà gbogbo, ká máa fọpẹ́, ká máa fìyìn fọ́lọ́run. Gbogbo ìgbà tá bá ti rí àwọn nǹkan tó dáa tọ́lọ́run ṣe fún wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa yin Ọlọ́run, ká máa fọpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ṣẹ́rá ọmọ Yorùbá IYP, àǹfààní tó pọ̀ gan-an a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí ní kíákíá, oríṣiríṣi oore nǹkan tó dáa. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé tí àwọn ọmọ IYP tán bá gbé wọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, duty free ni o, gbogbo ẹ̀ la ṣe máa ṣàlàyé. Gbogbo bá ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe máa rí owó láti fi ṣe business, láti fi ṣoko, gbogbo ẹ̀ la ṣe máa ṣàlàyé. Gbogbo oore tó pọ̀ ó ń bọ̀ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, torí a ti ní control over resources wa, a ti ní control over destiny wa. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, a pé gbogbo ìlú lágbàáyé kí wọ́n mọ̀ wípé Yorùbá ó ti di Democratic Republic of the Yoruba, the newest nation in the world, àti dorílẹ̀-èdè o. So long live IYP, long live DIY, Democratic Republic of the Yoruba. Kọ́lọ́run kó bless, kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá tiwantiwa.
I know that many of them ran into the bushes and we pursued them, and that's where we were able to arrest few others from the 7 we initially had. There was an injury to a government functionary, that is a member of the Amatekun. He was shot and about 9 pellets were removed from his leg. I know of that injury to us, but I also know of injury to them, few of them who resisted arrest and fired at our people. Whether anybody died apart from the one we arrested, I cannot say. But our combing of the bush, we did not see any corpse that shows anything like that. We are still working on that. We are working on that. That's why we say investigation continues. So by the time we have some updates, we shall call to give updates. Some of them revealing to us who the possible sponsors are. That's why I say investigation is still continuing. And the location of where they actually keep some of those equipment or insignia that they have. This led us to 2 places. In that Olome area, I think they call that place Boluwaji area, the house of somebody. 2 locations. We were able to search with a proper court order and under the law. Anywhere we have information of police that arms and ammunition are being kept, we have the power of ingress into the place and recover those things. We use that power and we were able to recover, I think, about 3 more rivals which were not part of the 4 initially. And we were able to recover all this insignia.
But I say Òmìnira Yorùbá 2022. Àti ṣe simulation ìyẹn tí lọ bí year 2022 la ṣe simulation.
Okay.
So but as a sign yẹn tán. So wọ́n náà bá gbé wọ United Nation. So kò yẹn dúró fún referendum. So àwọn ti process yẹn lọ. Àwa ò sí ńbẹ̀, àwa ò mọ̀ àdẹ̀ríra wa rí. Orí WhatsApp láti máa ń ṣe meeting Ìgbòrà ládùúgbò mi.
Okay, ṣé ibẹ̀ ni níbo lẹ ti máa ń ṣe meeting Ìgbòrà?
Anyway láti máa ṣe gbà máa lè ṣe ní ọ̀dọ̀ mi.
Okay. Báwo lẹ ṣe wá gba gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ lò? Ṣé ẹ̀yin náà wà lára àwọn tó gbé wọn?
Mo gbé wọn tó ní mi ò mọ̀ yín.
Kí wọ́n sá fún táwọn ọlọ́pàá fi ń lé yín tó fi di pé wọ́n ń yìn níbọn lẹ́sẹ̀?
Ìgbà tí a wà lẹ́nu.
Wọ́n tún sọ pé inú igbó kan ni wọ́n ti rí yín.
Inú igbó náà ti lọ báyìí mi. Èmi àti ẹnìkan gbẹ̀yìn. Nígbà tí a wà lẹ́nu ibẹ̀ yẹn, a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbọ́rọ̀ ìbọn láti sàlẹ̀ láti ẹnu géètì lọ́hùn. Irú ìbọn yẹn pọ̀ gan-an. Láti gbọ́rọ̀ ìbọn. Ṣàtàwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà níbi náà tí yìnbọn bá wa ṣe. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ká máa sá lọ. Wọ́n ní ká dúró pé wọn lè ṣe wá nìkan kan pé ó ti wà ní under òfin pé kámẹ́rà wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó wà lọ́ndà òfin kan táwọn ṣe ó wà ní under òfin. So ká dúró. So ìgbà tí dídúró yẹn láti pé ìbọn yẹn ó ń le láfi ń sá lọ.
Nǹkan tó sọ fún mi ni pé ìgbà tí mo parí school tí mo dé wà nílé, so mo ní nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe. Àwọn aṣáájú mo wá ní mo fẹ́ lọ gba form Air Force, so mo dẹ̀ ti lọ gbà kí n máa sign sí àwọn ibi tí information yẹn tó need ni. So mo wá fi hàn wá ní pé èyí tí mo ní láti ṣe léyìí pé sí Yoruba Nation wà tó dẹ̀ yẹ pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún wa for future purpose ni, so mo ní láti fìyẹn lẹ̀ kí n dẹ̀ join. So wọ́n promise wa lẹ́ni tí nǹkan tó kàn sọ ni wípé ẹni tó bá ti join wípé entire family ẹ̀ wípé wọn ní tòṣì kíní kan àwọn máa ètò ọ̀fẹ́ ètò ìlera gbogbo nǹkan tó wọ́n àìríṣẹ́ ni wípé ọgbẹ́ làwọn máa provide fún everybody àti àwọn ará ìlú.
Níbo lẹ ti bulẹ̀ fún àti camouflage?
Àwọn náà kó fún wa ibi tí a dé sí ibẹ̀ náà ti kó everything fún wa. Mi ì mọ àdúgbò yẹn torí mo kì í ṣọmọ Ìbàdàn.
Àwọn ọmọ ìlú wo ni ẹ?
Ìgbòrà mo ti wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kọ́lẹ́sẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹnìkan kan wọn torí pé mi ì mọ̀ wọ́n rí bí mo ṣe wọ́n ti jókòó. Mo ń ti ibì kan bọ̀. Mo lo oríta mẹ́rin. Wọ́n lọ ra oúnjẹ àtọmọ mi. Ọmọ mi náà wà ń bí. Ìgbà tá à ń bọ̀ wá, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ti declare Yoruba Nation pé ó wà lórí sẹ́ẹ̀tì ńlá. Èmi kan pẹ̀lú ọmọ yẹn lájọ yabẹ̀ pé ńgbà tá a tún béèrè gan lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá láti béèrè pé wọ́n ń gbọ́ ń bo ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe declaration Yoruba Nation. Ohun tí màá rí náà ni pé ọlọ́pàá yẹn kàn rọ fáńdù mi pé pé kí wọ́n gbé mi mi ì mọ ohun tí mo ṣe ní aṣọ mi tí mo wọ̀ ń bẹ nínú wardrobe àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Ìyágànkú ní àdúgbò tí a wà wọ́n mú àwọn ìwé pélébé kan wá wọ́n sọ pé Yorùbá Nation ti máa wáyé ńbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti fún wa ní èmi gẹ́gẹ́ ni wọ́n fún kì í ṣọmọ.
Welcome back. I have always said that breakup of Nigeria is a step towards progress, but then that is not the only solution. That is not the total solution. That is not how to get it sorted out. No, not at all. It's not going to work just by breaking up of Nigeria. Why? It's a simple logic. You see, you cannot put old wine in a new bottle and you expect that the wine will taste better. No, you have only given it a facelift. That's what it is. What makes you a Nigerian? That's the question you should begin to ask yourself. Why are you what you are? Many people blame the government. Oh, it's the government. The government is not good. The government is not good. The government is not good. Then I looked at it. I said, wait, let us start. Where did any of this government, let's start from the president down to the governors of the 36 states or the number of states anyway, the number of states in Nigeria. And also let us filter it down to senators. Let us filter it down to the reps of states. Let us filter it to local government chairmen. Let us filter it down to an ordinary citizen. Let us filter it down there. What do you see? Human beings from different homes, belonging to different religion, probably went to school in Nigeria. Somehow they found a way to get themselves where they got themselves into. They became a political appointee or elected. Now, what made them become what they are today? Because we say, oh, the government, we are who we are. We are the resonance. We are the mirror of what government is. Why? You see, let us look at the behavior of human beings in general. That is what makes you a Nigerian. That attitude, that behavior that you have manifested, what you have called norm for a long time, that is what has made us what we are. That is what we find as government. That's the truth. If you give someone who is not even president an opportunity to man a position, either in a small club, in their house, and all of that, you see the way that individual is going to act and behave. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that we do not have exceptional people. We do have exceptional people. But in general, the thing is this: everybody can do wrong. Yeah, that's the truth. There's no saint, there's no perfect person. Everybody can do wrong. You might think you're doing good, but you're doing wrong. Everybody can do wrong. That's the point. Everybody can do wrong. In fact, in general, people tend to disobey laws if there is no punitive measure. That is the issue here. But unfortunately, what we have is two-sided. We have the laws that are applicable to, in quote, the inconsequentials. That means people that are nobody. They have the laws that apply to them. Then we have the laws that apply to opposition. That is the government of the day, opposition. Then we have the elite, that the laws are not applicable to them. It is so bad that during the past administration or the regime of Buhari, once the court states that an individual should be put on bail, once you perfect your bail, you're allowed to leave. You know what happens next? Security agents will grab the person. In fact, it becomes so bad that you see the correctional center, the DSS and the correctional center having fights after court on who has the jurisdiction to take who to lock up. That's how bad it is. So there are a lot of things that needs to be put right in our society. No society is perfect, but to an extent, we need to get certain things done properly, done right. I think the way things are, that's the reason why a lot of people are saying, no, we must break Nigeria up. We must put an end to Nigeria. We must But then look at it, when the Yoruba Nation thing started, even the Biafran thing, the Igbo, the southeast of Nigeria, when they started theirs too, you need to see disagreement, which is okay. You need to see issues that came up about money, donation, money. What I saw is simple. Nigeria is what I saw in the IPOB. I saw Nigeria typical in the Yoruba Nation thing. So I saw it there already. I said, now this is it. So it means if they break apart, that Nigerian factor that needs to be dealt with will still what? It will still, enlarge itself like cancer. We need to deal with these things. So Madam Onitiri has said what she has said, but she's not on ground to be arrested by the police. And we are hearing that Professor Banji Akintoye, which I do not want to believe, has told the government to get her arrested or put a wanted on her wherever she is. If she's abroad, UK, America, Canada, Australia, Europe, anywhere she is, that she will be brought back to Nigeria to come and answer. I don't think Professor Banji Akintoye will say this, although they are at loggerheads to an extent. It's so bad. But declaring on paper and speaking in such a way, I know there are a lot of people that are passionate about this breakup of Nigeria. The thing is this, you cannot break Nigeria with camera in front of you, speaking in that manner. She said she has already declared it. It is only for you to reclaim. Now, reclaiming is the problem here. Imagine back in those days when people were ready to put their lives on the line. Biafra war started. They said they want out. In fact, they got cooperation from, let's say, 80% of Southeasterners. I mean, the Southeast region then. They got at least, let's say, they got 70 to 80%. Let's say they got at least that number. Even though some of that was created as a result of fear factor. People rushed down to the southeast of Nigeria back then like, okay, we are back home. But what happened at the end of the day? They said, no, Nigeria cannot break apart. The likes of Obasanjo, Buhari, and many of them were part of Nigeria cannot break apart. No, never. Let us keep this contraption called Nigeria that the British created. And moreover, the crude oil in Biafra land was actually one of the factors why they said Nigeria cannot break apart. You must feed everybody. Now, look at what it is right now. With the crude oil, we've got criminals in the southeast of Nigeria. We've got criminals in the north. We've got criminals in the southwest. All of them are thieves, middle belt. Whenever they have the opportunity to steal, they run abroad. They run to these countries that pretend like they are countries of integrity. They run there. They take that huge amount of money there. They buy houses without being questioned. They go through proxies. But whenever these countries feel they need to embarrass someone, they then come up and say, we found some account, as if they don't know that these things exist. How can someone bring in millions of dollars into your country, put them in accounts, and you don't know where it came from? We already know this. So what we have is a cesspool. It's terrible, murky waters. That's what we have. We need to deal with these things. If not, there will be problems. Now, these men got arrested. Many of them, they got arrested because they wanted to reclaim. That is why they went to the secretariat like, it's enough. We want Yoruba Nation. And I'll tell you this for free. If Nigeria is to break, like really, and people reorientate themselves, we'll have a better country. That's the truth of it. There will be healthy competition. There will be no Fulani herdsmen, bandits. We'll be dealing with our own crime. Yes, definitely. There's no country that is free of crime. Doesn't matter where the country is. We'll be dealing with it, but at least people will be able to manage certain things. Yes, there will be disorganization. There will be issues. One ethnic group will say they are better than the others. One will say they are not Yorubas. Yes. Some will go into archives and begin to dig out how superior they are to the others. Yes, this is what happened. But it is a step. Somehow, somewhere, we will get there. I don't know what your thoughts are. Are you still hot about this Yoruba Nation? Are you still interested in Yoruba Nation? Are you still interested in the breakup of Nigeria? Are you still interested? Is this something on the forefront of your heart? Or you are cool with the sectional aggrandizement? And what does that mean? My man is there. Our person is there. A Yoruba man is there. Are you cool with it? Drop your comment. Like and share. See you in the next update.